Alright, welcome back people. So first thing first, I wanna say sorry. I don't know what happened, but around 15 minutes in the first episode, or I should say in the first recording, the audio pretty much cut off from my mic. So you pretty much get first half of part, I don't know, 20 something, and then I don't know, second half of one of the parts have no mic audio, and the part right after it, the third half, have no audio pretty much from mic. Of course, you can still hear the vehicle, so it's also isn't that horrible. I don't know what happened, to be honest. But yeah, the audio pretty much cut off. Last time I remember I was saying I will off screen take the combine to where we need to go, but obviously it won't be the case. So yeah, unfortunately I got no idea what happened. The only thing that there was a little bit trouble with my sound card, so maybe my sound card is dying, I don't know. But yeah, now I know I won't be able to pretty much making the shorter sessions, the longer sessions. I will just try to keep everything shorter, like around half an hour of recording, and I stop, take a little bit break, then I'll continue again. And hopefully this won't be if that happens, it won't be going on for such a long time, like half an hour like last time, because yeah, that was pretty horrible. Once again, I apologize for that. I had no idea. I thought it was the typical, usually, well, the Adobe Premiere Pro CC, I think 2017 is the one that I'm using, or 16, I know. Sometimes I have trouble, either it won't recognize the mic or the game audio sometimes, but I have the fix for that, which isn't that horrible and quite easy to implement. But the issue that I had, even when I implemented this fix, I pretty much didn't saw any of my mic audio up to like the 14 or 15 minute mark, and I knew something is real bad, something bad is going on, because the last the other recording, the first one was like 47 minutes and the other one was like 43 minutes. The audio was from the mic was there without any issues. So yeah, this was kinda annoying, to be honest. But hopefully it won't happen again. It will start happening a lot, then I will have to find some sort of solution. Either get a new sound card or pretty much start using the onboard sound card that I have. Because yeah, I can connect the mic in the front of my PC, but yeah, for some reason if I connect it at the back of my PC, it picks up some background noises, but that can be cleared easily. But holy crap, if I connect it to the front, it picks up a lot of sounds and the audio is so fucking distorted. It's horrible. That would be pretty much impossible to clean. My voice would be super distorted. Or in the end, maybe I might happen just doing the videos without any commentary. But yeah, some people might be mad about that, since I've been doing commentary for many years now. The majority of my videos are with the commentary at this point. Well, of course the majority, because The first series on my channel with the commentary was the Stronghold Crusader Extreme series, where I was pretty much playing against all the bots, well, or the AI I should say, or the AI lords, and pretty much introducing them. The second one was in the early 2011. It was called Pokemon Region Adventures, which I deleted back then. So probably nobody remembers that. So the official second one was the Pokemon White playthrough in the early 2011, like in March. So yeah, that is that as well. But yeah, I was really surprised about these audio issues. There was also some sort of small Windows update today. These updates are getting a little tricky because usually it was at least saying when I was turning off my computer setting, there was like a restart and update or turn off and update. And now there is like nothing like that. There is like only turn off and restart. And it still was updating, so it doesn't even tell me that the update is ready. But the only thing I know about this, well, I know about this update, they are coming out because a lot of people were saying in the game that I played that they got Windows update. So I was like, okay, I will probably getting one soon as well. But whatever. I don't care. As long as it won't mess up anything with my games, I'm fine with that. Yeah. Here I'm hoping that my mic or mic audio won't get cut off. But yeah, I'm only hoping. So as I told you, all the session, pretty much all the recording in the session will be around 30 minutes. So pretty much the length of the episode. Of course, it won't be 100% mirroring the episode. You can see, like, you know, some of the episodes in the first minute I will say I'm signing off, and then I will like, hey, I'm back. To be honest, I don't even need to say that, but I'm just saying it for you viewers. So yeah. Hopefully you don't mind. So today is pretty much mid of the February, and you know what was supposed to come out in mid to the end of February, right? Yeah. The second part of the most expected hack for the of Fire Rat and Pokemon games. Pokemon Adventures. So I'm hoping today he will release it like late in the day, because he's from Australia, and I remember he was releasing it like at night of his time, or even at night at my time, which is the Central European time. But yeah, I'm thinking he will again delay it until the end of February, like the pretty much the last line that he set for the hack. At this point I don't really believe that the creator will actually, well, the hack was actually, the second part was supposed to come out 2 weeks after the first part, aka 2 weeks after the Christmas, but the first part was so buggy and there were so many bugs that he pretty much delayed by 2 months. Yeah, at this point, 2 months. So we'll see what will come out from it at the end. But I'm being skeptic, and there will be bugs. So I'm pretty much gonna make a copy of my game and of my save as well, somewhere, just to be 100% safe, because you never know what gonna happen with these Pokemon hacks and whatnot. And yeah, I pretty much wanna be safe. Don't wanna have any issues. But you never know what might happen, and I always say. Oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, this is so-called spelt, right? Yeah, I should probably check out the pronunciation of this stuff. Spelt millet. But I'm just guessing. I know the dry is rye. Don't forget, rye is actually very similar to wheat. It's not rice. I heard people are having issues with the custom crops on this map, but I'm using like even custom harvester on the combine and I haven't had issues. Custom track didn't have issues. Well, the only thing that I was harvesting actually was rye, but we'll see. We'll have oats and spelt, and later on even millets, so hopefully everything will work out quite well. I was thinking about buying another tractor, but I don't know, do I really need another tractor? Well, I will need it later on, because for cultivating and whatnot, that's for sure. When I decided I want some corn or some sunflower, you know. But not right now, obviously. I still love this game. Yeah, a lot of people have said farming simulator is boring, we shouldn't play it. But yeah, I pretty much fucking grew up in the small village was around the farming vehicle since I was kid. Was able to ride on many of them. Well, not of course drive them because I don't have driving lesson for them. But I ride many tractors, combines, trucks, and it was pretty cool. I remember, like when I was kid, me and my youngest cousin, we were pretty much watching the combine to harvest, and then suddenly the combine driver just stopped and called us in if we want to have a ride. We said like hell yeah, and we went in pretty much around like 30 minutes driving around. It was pretty cool. Of course there was only one other seat, so my cousin was younger, so I let the seat I was standing. And I remember that after that my sister and other cousins were there, and they're so jealous. Yeah, it was such a simple thing, but you know the kids. The kids are jealous about such a simple things. I remember that they're super jealous. Yeah, it was back then. It was a really old combine. It was a 4-feet combine. The brown one, 4-feet E514. I don't know if you can get them in this game. I think I can get 516 and 517, right? Yeah. Here we go. You can pick the colors for them. You got typical. Fortunately, always come in 3 colors. The blue one, typical for the smallest one, E512, but also some of the 516 or 17 have the blue color. I never saw 514 in blue color. Then the brown and the green. Usually brown and green were typical for 514, but also for 516 and 517. Design, as you can see, blue, brown, probably, yeah, brown in German, and 517. I don't know about the wheel setup, to be honest. I don't speak German. But yeah, holy crap, the 4-sheet, they're pretty much my fucking childhood. The next combine that I remember after the 4-sheet was definitely Class Mega. Yeah, Class Mega was so impressed when we were kids, like at elementary school, when the Class Megas first time came out. We were like, whoa, this combine is so cool. Of course, after that, there was quite a few combines, like Entremeister or something like that. They're like blue combines, and these combines actually appear like really quickly and disappear really quickly as well. You don't pretty much see them these days. I think the company was taken over by other company, and they are no longer making these combines. But the only thing special about them, they were fully blue. There weren't other combines like that, at least here, that were pretty much all blue. Like those. So yeah. Then of course I remember also one year there was like old New Holland combine. Yeah, a really old one. It was yellow and red. Of course now all the New Holland combines are pretty much yellow. But that guy was white and red. Maybe I said white, but yeah, it was white and red. I remember it was like 1 year when I was like, was I in high school back then? I don't know. Of course, then the Lexion started coming, and pretty much they're coming till now. Of course, a lot more New Holland combines as well, the classic yellow ones. But the ones that are coming here are usually like all the Lexions and all the New Holland combines. Well, they're not that super big ones like Lexion 770, etc. Or, for example, where is the shop? I can show you. Yeah, definitely are not this biggest Lexion. Our farmers have like 670 or 680 that currently have, but yeah, 780. Definitely, they do. These big ones are not coming here, and of course, New Holland one, definitely not this huge one with the crow track. What was? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the bison from Petty Mansion, right? Or bison. So yeah, the ones that are coming here are like CX 8080, I think. Yeah, these are the new. They have similar signature to what I just said. CX 8080 are usually the ones. I think even 880. They're coming here. They're of course smaller, but not that small. I would say they're in the class combine in the term size. Of course, the classic class Lexions, usually the smallest that are coming here are like 550 or 560 up to 650, I think. Pretty much our class Lexion is still the biggest one. And we go here. I'm still surprised why we have only one. I mean, of course, yeah. During summer, during the harvest, there are a lot of combines coming here. Like, usually around 10. That's fine. But after the harvest, in the fall, when it pretty much we are harvesting corn and sunflower, that poor combine have to harvest everything by itself. With this cutter, that cutter is like 6 meter wide. So yeah, here like shit ton of work. I remember one year it was so rainy that the combine had to harvest in the rain, and they have to take it immediately to do like the what is the English term for that? Pretty much the seeds were wet and they will have to make them dry, so like dryer. Yeah, dryer. Of course, here there is a big corporate farm which pretty much have the 6 villages united. Yeah, it is back from the communism, I know. But yeah, now it's corporate, it's not like it was around the communism. Now it's pretty much the typical capitalist company. Of course, their main office building is in my village, even though we are one of the smallest ones. But yeah, we are pretty much in the middle. We have a really good position when it comes to, well, pretty much everything, because near us are 3 cities. One big city and 2 small towns. So yeah, we got definitely one of the best positions here in my village, so maybe that is why even the main office building is in my village. The cattle or the cows are mainly in one of the other villages. They pretty much, they're all called farm. Okay, only the main one is not called farm, but all other ones are called farms, the small ones. Which makes a lot of sense, of course. Jesus Christ, how am I going to do this? Okay, whatever, let's just do this and I will fix what he will miss later on. Yeah, we are so close to each other at this point. So yeah, the small parts of this big corporate farm are called farms. There is no English term for how we call the main farm. The term comes back from communism. We still call it like that, but of course now it's called different. But we still call it like that. Anyway, where else is? Oh yeah. So at the one farm they got cattle, pretty much the cows, the young cows, the milk production. Also, I believe some sheep. Other farm have pigs and some sheep as well. Then sometimes they take comes for the meat production to other farm. The farm here, pretty much the main farm, where I live, is solely only for the vehicles. Yeah, almost all non-animal vehicles or animal husbandry vehicles are here. Combines, for the harvesters, tractors, trucks, everything is here. Of course, main office of the building is also here. So yeah, every time we go around with my friend, you know, when we take like a walk around the village, we always check out what new vehicles they got, because pretty much every year they usually get new vehicles. In the last few years, they replaced their older class Lexion combine with a newer one. They had like 560 and now they have like 680 or 670, I think. Yeah, something like that. Got two new tracks, the Iveco tracks, which actually pretty big capacity compared to our older tracks. They got at least one new tractor. I know they got a Massey Ferguson. Actually, they have the one that I have. Where is he? This bad boy. 8737. They got that one. That is also pretty cool. And of course they... I don't know if they got one of the new fan tractors, because they already have so many fan tractors or smaller case tractors that I pretty much can't keep the track of them. But let's see. If you remember my Slovak village farm, and there were quite a few tractors I was getting. So let's see, case tractors, where is like the smallest one? Yeah, the smallest one here actually Puma. But yeah, they have smaller ones than Puma. Let's say something in terms of size and power would be probably, yeah, something like this Valtra, or maybe even the Fendt. They have a Fendt 718, that is the smallest Fendt they have. 718, I know that for sure. Yeah, I think so. Or is it 20? Jeez. I think 18 or 20. Okay. At least 4 or 5 smaller case tractors. They are different, of course. That some are a little bit bigger, some are a little smaller. They have different horsepower than the Fendt tractors. They got Fendt 900, the classic green one, then 900 the purple beauty, which isn't in the game by the way, then 900 Tractor 6, at least one green one and one black beauty, 939 the typical one with the brighter glitter. Actually all the previous ones, the green one, have the older green color, this one, but 939 is the typical new one. I always see 939 is always cutting down Lucerne when it's ready. Actually last year, well, Lucerne, snake clover or whatever you want to call it, it pretty much, it looks very similar to color, but it's a lot taller and it has smaller leaves. And it's a lot more use than the classic clover here, or clover. Clover is usually used in the northern parts. Here we use pretty much Lucerne. I'm still surprised they didn't introduce it in the game, because it's pretty much all you can do with the grass here, they do with Lucerne here. Would be the simplest thing to tell you about Lucerne, pretty much. Yeah, I know why the grass is not replaced by Lucerne. They should just like let the grass to be for the cows or sheep like to eat on their own, but of course Lucerne will be the main thing for silage and whatnot. pretty much main